Welcome back to episode 49 of the Block Runner Podcast. I'm your host, William, always here with your co-host, Iman.
What's up, man?
All right, man.
So much to talk about.
I think
it's like overload, Dude, this is what we've been waiting for, though.
Yeah.
Dude, we started this, remember? Like, back in the day, we were like, during like the depth of the winter, we're like, dude, we're going to run out of shit to talk about. There's like nothing going on. But now, like, we're starting to see some bullish activity. Now there's like too much to fucking talk about, dude.
Yeah,
there's like
too
much shit going on.
Especially in the NFT space. So many of these companies are launching on February 20th, right? Just because the date looks so sexy, right?
Well, I didn't make that. Well, why? Because it's like 2020 or something?
Yeah, so 02/20/2020.
Nice. Dude, we're so stupid. Like, the way our brains work is like, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I'll show you guys at the end something. We kind of predicted this.
We did?
Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you at the end.
All right.
So let's first talk about Bitcoin, right? So today we've seen a 10,000, 10,100 Bitcoin.
No, it did crack it like minutes ago.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's been like teasing. If you go like to the daily chart, it's been teasing, breaking through. Like, it's been dancing around this 9,000 level for a while now. Look at that.
Yeah.
God, that looks fucking awkward.
Zoom in here.
Nah, dude, we shouldn't have done that. We just ruined the whole chart.
Yeah. Auto. There we go.
Oh, okay. Nice, dude. Look at that. That's such a nice little. That's actually like a legit pattern. I forget what you call that. I mean, it looks like a ladder to me, so I'm going to assume it's called a fucking ladder or a staircase or something.
Yeah.
But that looks like healthy growth to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good, man. So I think we wanted to show you guys something that we predicted that we were going to see a Bitcoin at roughly $120,000. And so we wanted to give you guys perspective as to what that would look like in the charts. So here I have the monthly chart here. And now let's kind of zoom in over $120,000. So that's right there. So to me, that looks completely reasonable. Because if you go back to 2015, as far as this chart goes, I mean, this looks sort of crazy, right? It goes from $200
to 20,000
to 20,000,
which is fucking insane.
And it went from 2015 to 2018, right?
Yeah, the reason why we came to this, because if you look at the monthly chart within like a smaller time frame, like say 2017 to now, like it looks kind of ridiculous. I don't know if you could do it, but because the peaks are much higher. See, yeah, this chart is like not cooperating with my thoughts at all right now. But
yeah, and so basically, if we go to, like you're saying, 2017 to what we're predicting in 2022, sometime in the middle of 2022, we're going to see a peak of $120,000. And I mean, it's not crazy, right?
I mean, that was always I don't know. I think you like. Back in time, we were just like randomly speculating on like, what's the top going to be? Because we always had the mindset like, it's going to break through this $100,000 psychological barrier, just like it did at 10,000 in 2017.
Yeah.
Nobody knew how far it was going to go after that point, right?
Yeah.
And obviously went as high as 20,000. So for me, I don't know. I was just trying to like draw from history. I thought it would get as high as 200, maybe 250,000 or something like that. You thought that's a little obscene.
Yeah, that's absurd for sure.
You think that's a little too much. But so you came up with the number, you're like, maybe like 120, something like that. Obviously, we have no fucking idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's basically our exit price. All right, as soon as we hit 120, we'll exit. And if it goes to 200, I mean, yeah, we lost some, but we didn't get wrecked.
Like we're sitting at 10,000 right now, and there's still like absolutely no mainstream awareness.
Yeah,
or like nobody cares except for people within the crypto community still, which is good.
Yeah,
I mean, this is like healthy, normal growth.
That's right.
But
yeah. So let me turn this on.
What is that?
The nonlinear regression curve.
That's right.
So here, by like I was saying, mid 2022. We would get 120,000. So not unreasonable.
Yeah, man.
And so, like, if we go to 250,000, let's see what that looks like. I mean, not that unreasonable either, but
true.
Just the number seems crazy.
It could just be like a fat wick outside of this regression band. Like, obviously, it's not gonna fucking stay there for long, you know? Because I'm just drawing from my experience from 2017. Like, it wasn't sitting at 20,000 for like days, dude. It hit that and it dumped like hours later.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's possible. It's possible. It all depends on how ridiculous this next mania becomes, you know. And yeah, we're just speculating here.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, you could be like 100% spot on, man. Who knows? What are you gonna do if you are?
Well, that's shit. I mean, I'll just
gonna,
tell
tweet
everybody.
It out, like, I told you, bitches.
Yeah.
Like a fucking link to this video.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just tell everybody I was right. And that's the point of all this, right? To be right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be right. I mean, we're just we're all having fun here, I guess.
Yeah.
What is the point of all this, dude?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the point of anything?
What is the point of anything?
But yeah, I mean, we're not investment advice people. I mean, there's plenty of those people out there.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could search YouTube. There's all kinds of motherfuckers
daily.
Yeah, they're like, you know, giving their predictions, and there's actually people investing real money based on those predictions. But yeah, we're not those guys.
Nah.
We're not saying anything. We don't know what's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, we're just calling our price, right? We're just calling it.
And yeah, because you have to, man. You got to figure out like what's a reasonable exit point, like you said.
Yeah.
We got plenty of data now to support like a good solid strategy, I think. So.
Yeah, and you know, it's like it goes back to Chico Crypto's video. Like he had like an exit strategy on our way up, which I like. But I think we feel pretty confident as to where things are going to go. And so we'll probably take a little bit more risks than what Chico Crypto's talking about. Because he was talking about exiting 10%, like
at like certain intervals.
Yeah, 20K, another 10% at 30K, and like just exit on the way up.
Yeah, there's a couple of reasons why you don't want to do that. One, for like tax purposes. Like every time you do that,
you're making it more complicated.
Yeah, that's just like more shit you got to report. You know, if you're an American, I don't know how it is for everyone else out there.
Yeah, probably a lot easier.
Oh yeah, definitely. So for us, it's like it's better just to buy and hold, and like we said, have a reasonable, good exit point, than just fucking abandon ship.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's gonna go down, man.
Yeah, because you know when it gets,
it's like what happened with Tesla, right?
Exactly.
It went up to like $900.
It did. Like when we live streamed the Cybertruck event.
Yeah.
Like what was that? Like in August or September or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
4 or 5 months ago, and obviously after that event was kind of catastrophic, and they busted their own windows or something like that. And there was a market sell, maybe like 5 or 6%.
Yeah.
But in stocks, that's like a huge dump.
That's true.
So there was a reaction to it. People lost a little bit of faith. But that was like the weak money, right? The weak hands. You know, if you have like strong hands, you really believe in Tesla. That's nothing. That's like a blip.
Yeah.
Everyone understood that was like a freak accident, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't really devalue the company in any sense.
Right.
But if you were smart, dude, that was like your freaking entry point, man. Like you could have made so much money because it was like $200 back then, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got all the way to 900.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, and we were telling a couple of people who had Tesla stock, is like, it's probably a good time to get out.
But see, they were drinking the Kool-Aid too, man. Like it was euphoric.
Yeah.
Even they were like, nah, dude, this shit's going to 10K. Like, you know what I mean? The same sentiment that people from Bitcoin were spitting out in 2017. Like, it's the moon boys, you know? It's the hopium. It's crazy. You literally get high when markets are, you know, every time you open your freaking portfolio balance, you're like every day you wake up like, dude, $1,000 richer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get high off of that not testosterone, adreneline. Yeah.
It's just
it impedes your thought process.
It's possible that they're like just basically hodling Tesla stock till the end, until like 10 more years.
But
But you
don't want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you do. It's okay. It's a viable strategy. That's the Warren Buffett approach, right?
Yeah.
He's never like looking for exits and then like rebuying. He just buys. He finds like super undervalued companies, I guess, or assets, and then he invests and he just never touches it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's probably less stressful.
Fuck yeah. And it's obviously, it worked for him. He's like the number one investor of all time. So, not a bad strategy. But like for us, I mean, we've already identified like a clear pattern here. And not just us, like everybody has, right? So why not take advantage of that?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So, in other news, we have probably one of the more interesting events going on the planet, the coronavirus. And this tweet mostly is in Chinese, but it says breaking the city population. Yeah, I don't want to desecrate this name the name. So I say the name. The population is 14 million. It says completely locked down. All residential blocks be isolated from each other. So far, around 400 million people locked down in China.
It's crazy.
Total 400 million people. That's like the entire population of the country.
Our country,
United States.
Dude, that's a lot of people, man. And I believe it. I've seen videos.
Yeah, let me show you what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Let me see.
It's like what's happening is we're seeing like a truck just blow this smoke.
Well, what is it though?
I don't know.
It's like some kind of disinfectant.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
it's like the
I don't think you're supposed to breathe in this stuff, right? So it's supposed to kill like the virus like in the air.
That's crazy, dude. That's like the trucks that run by our streets, like
to kill mosquitoes. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, dude. There's like a freaking army.
Yeah, like a brigade.
Yeah.
Of this smoke. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, looks like smoke / steam / because it's firing up, man.
Yo, this is crazy.
It's like water. It's like a human thing.
Are there any comments to this? Like, what the hell is this stuff, dude? They're not like mass genociding their population, are they? It's like freaking, like some kind of mustard gas. It's like a whole
breaking news: 400 million dead.
Yeah, dude. It's like, yo, this is like, what's that sound? Is that the sound of the truck?
I think it's the sound of the truck.
Yo, that's terrifying.
It is.
Like if you're like living in your apartment and you see this shit.
Yeah, and now these people are like walking through this tunnel of that spray.
Wow. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of like
you get like
disinfectant.
Yeah, you get like hosed down with this stuff. Yeah, that's like some kind of it's like water. I mean, not water, but it's
there's got to be some kind of chemicals in there, obviously. It's not like they're not battling forest fires here. It's like we need more moisture.
Yeah.
They're battling a freaking virus, dude.
This is insane, dude.
So you see stuff like this, and it's like, dude, I think the problems could potentially be a lot bigger than like we think. You know what I mean? Obviously, it is for China, dude. 400 million people locked down. That's not a small news event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, what is that? The Chinese have a patent on a chlorine dioxide solution, the infamous with silica to make it last longer.
It's possible to use in a way that is safe for both the environment, people. Although watching all the videos, I'm not sure that's the case.
Okay. Yeah. They're definitely trying.
They're definitely trying. Yeah. Yeah, this guy says no one can say they are not trying, which clearly they are. It's a disinfectant that needs a hazmat suit to apply. Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why that's relevant, I mean, there's multiple reasons why this is relevant, right? I mean, scientists have been like saying for years that like a pandemic is on its way, or like we're due for one, or something like that. You know, especially
have they been saying that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I understand with all the antibiotics,
exactly,
that we ingest like inside the food, like we're creating this like super virus that's like evolving.
Well, yeah, the big scare is that like with our over prescription of antibiotics, we're going to create some kind of like resistant strain of bacteria, but this is different. I guess this is a virus.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, it's hard, I guess, to come up with vaccines for all this stuff. I mean, that's another debatable issue. Apparently, there's not enough like research into this type of stuff. Like SARS happened in 2002, and it's like the same kind of virus, but
this one's actually worse.
Yeah, but it's the same like I think molecular structure. I guess like the same kind of binding molecules to it.
Yeah.
As it's coronavirus. I think that's like a classification of viruses, basically.
Right.
I mean, from the pictures I've seen, it's like literally like a sphere with just like binding sites on the outside.
Yeah.
So
what?
I don't know if that's actually what it looks like, but that's what the images I've seen.
Yeah, and I've seen other videos that you have like these people in hazmat suits like forcing other people in vans and like trying to get them into like quarantine and all this stuff, and they're resistant because the individual claims that they're not infected and they're about to be put in a room with a bunch of infected.
Wow.
And so that's why you were seeing a lot of
what
resistance.
This is right here?
Yeah.
Why would they just assume that they're infected?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if it's literally like, you're on lockdown for a reason. So if you get caught outside or something, you're just, that's it, dude. You're exposed. You're going into quarantine.
Yeah.
I think it's literally probably it. Especially if they're going through all this effort to disinfect like the air.
Yeah.
So I guess they're assuming like if you're exposed to the air, dude, you're at high risk.
Yep.
That's the danger, man. Something that's so easily spreadable like that. Like, dude, through the air.
Every human being is like a potential walking.
We're all breathing
biohazard
from the same pool of air, right? So
that's true.
Damn. But again, this has like ramifications from like an economic perspective, right? You look at all this and you hear that $400 million, 400 million people, you have to assume like that this has to have like a drastic impact on their economy, like China's economy.
People can't work.
They can't go shopping.
That's right.
They can't travel. I mean, that's a lot of industry being, put down.
Dang, that's crazy.
So, I mean, again, we've talked about it on the podcast too, man. Like, the stock market is in its euphoric phase itself.
Yeah, it is.
It just never stops, dude. It keeps on churning. Like, So, historically, when corrections happen in stock markets, there's like a few cases. There's either like big fraudulent activities that cause market collapses, like in 2008.
Yeah.
There are like just like bubbles, like the 2001 internet.com boom.
Yeah.
That was just like, pure speculation, just like we saw in Bitcoin.
That's right.
And then there's these, they call them black swan events, like stuff you just can't predict that just comes out of like the ether.
Coronavirus just out of thin air.
Yeah. Like nobody anticipates like this to come out and like have such a drastic impact.
I haven't heard of the origin story of the coronavirus, right? Like, I don't know if they've talked about it.
Like, what do you mean, where it came from?
Yeah, where it came from.
I've heard, at first I heard it was from like a strain of bats and like people eat these bats.
That's right.
From this region of China. It's like a normal
bat
thing.
Bat feces ends up in like pig food or.
But now I heard another story of like some type of like anteater looking creature.
Oh yeah,
might be the origin of this virus.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like some type of exotic animal that traditionally we really don't need to be eating. I don't know.
Apparently we don't have to eat them. I think they just have to like defecate on some plant that humans eat or something.
True.
It's like it's probably a lot less complicated than like eating that animal that's infected.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's we just want to talk about this because
it's not like let's be clear, like don't panic.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely don't panic. But
there's a couple infected in the United States.
I think more than a couple. I think last I heard it was like 15. And
15?
One person has died so far in the United States. It's been a fatality in the United States. And there's like legit measures being done.
It was a 60-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
There's like legit measures being done like to
kind of mitigate this.
Like we don't want this happening here either. Like imagine if this happens here. Like, that's what I'm saying. But like that's a black swan event. Like right now it's isolated in China. Not the virus, but like this kind of like pandemic outbreak is isolated in China. But like if As soon as I start seeing like Japan, apparently there's like a cruise ship in Japan.
That's
like
right. Yep.
30-something people were like tested positive for this thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people within the cruise ship didn't even know that there was infected on the ship.
Exactly. So how many other people are out there like carrying the same thing, man?
There's like a 2-week incubation period, and you're spreading it without even being sick.
Yeah. So it's like as soon as I start seeing other countries outside of China, like let's say Japan, it gets out of control, and then all of a sudden you're seeing them spray stuff in the streets, and everyone's locked down. That's when I start to worry a little bit. I gotta start game planning. Like it's definitely gonna come, and it's gonna happen. Because I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. I've only heard stories, you know.
Yeah, start buying like a case of water just so you have it.
Yeah, I mean, because the idea is like you're not gonna be able to leave your house, right?
It's true.
Or you shouldn't, or else you're exposing yourself. But so yeah, that's just crazy, man. It's crazy. This is like some sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is. So on that note, DeFi.
Yeah, right. What a segue.
Yeah. So why DeFi's $1 billion milestone matters.
Yeah, that's right. We cracked another psychological barrier.
Yeah, so we've been talking about DeFi for a good couple of months.
Yeah.
And it's one of the projects that we really liked just because of its application and what it means to like the entire crypto ecosystem. And now that they've locked up $1 billion, I mean, we're starting to make strides in the crypto community in the sense that there are alternatives to the incumbents of the system that we have today. And one of these like alternatives, it would be DeFi, and especially like Compound. Like everybody's building applications on Compound. As a matter of fact, we want to build an application on Compound. Did you see that on Discord when we were discussing ways to increase the pot amount for the Block Runner games?
Yeah, I saw, but break it down for our audience.
Yeah, so one use case for Compound.finance would be for, let's say we have a sponsor, right? The sponsor, this company says, we'll give you guys 250 grand so you can put into this pot. And so what we'll do is we'll stake this into Compound, and that interest of that 250 grand would go to serve the winnings of the daily pot and the monthly pot. And so this sponsorship period, let's say, for example, will last for a month. So 250 grand for a month staked into Compound, it's roughly about $1,000. And so you divvy up $1,000 for the daily pot and a monthly pot, and you have potential winnings per day, like in the tens to 50s of dollars, right? Plus the monthly pot. Right?
Yeah,
could be a couple $100.
So how does the sponsor benefit? It's just like exposure for them?
Yeah, so what we do for the sponsor is we brand the Block Runner and all the games with the sponsors, logos and
just
brand.
Put that shit everywhere.
Yeah, put it everywhere.
Because apparently we just found out this is like a new development, like this external images or something.
Oh yeah, external images in Decentraland.
So that's like a perfect like use case for that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You just throw that all over everywhere. Just like.
And so the cool thing is, it's very much like Pull Together, where it's a no-loss sponsorship.
That's right.
Because at the end of the sponsorship, we just return the 250 grand to the sponsor.
Or not us, right? Like the smart contract.
Well, the smart contract will do it automatically. Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
So we return the 250 grand, and they get 1 month exposure to the crypto community, the Decentraland community, all the players.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's not just something we could do. That's something like everybody should do.
Yeah.
Not just to grow the DeFi ecosystem even more, and to bring like sponsorships into Decentraland, just to create like a better ecosystem overall. I guess for our case in particular, we've already built like a player reward system.
Yeah. For
our mini games and stuff, so it fits in perfectly in that sense. Like we're trying to.
And it's
actually
like
reward like skill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what we want to do at the end of the day. Like we're all gamers, and dude, it's like we get good at doing certain things, but we never get a reward.
Yeah.
I never get anything out of it, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, except for like glory,
Yeah, just like internet flexing, which
exactly.
It's not the same thing as like NFT flexing.
True. Or just like money period flexing.
Yeah.
But even that's still viable. Like we had these games up, and dude, like we got a guy named Lutz and stuff who like did 1,000 jumps just for the hell of it, just
Yeah,
because
just
he
for the
wanted
hell
to
of
be
it.
number one on the leaderboard. Like,
Yeah.
people are so naturally competitive, man.
Yeah, we actually did the math on that. He spent, I think, almost like 33 minutes jumping.
Which is intense.
Yeah,
that is intense.
that's
man.
a dedicated person right there.
I can't wait to see like actually like
Like money at stake.
well that and like at the monthly contest. Whenever we figure out how to do that, we have 10 people battling each other.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, we wanna make sure that so stay tuned to the end because we're gonna be showing
That's
like
right,
the
yeah.
2 new games that we've made that's gonna be launching pretty soon.
Yeah.
And so yeah, stay tuned to that.
Yeah, I mean, there's we're gonna Decentraland. There's so much going on.
Yeah,
with Decentraland.
there's a lot.
It's absurd. Well, yeah, we got to cover some like mainstream crypto stuff.
Yeah, but the fact that we got $1 billion locked into DeFi just like helps support like the whole ecosystem in the sense that it's like, hey, you know, this is like a real thing to the sponsors because maybe a lot of sponsors don't know anything about smart contracts and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine the sponsors that would sponsor our games are probably already in the crypto community anyway, so they'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
And once you say like this is a no loss sponsor, I mean it's pretty much like a done deal. I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll find out soon once we get a sponsor, right?
Yeah.
But I like where everything's going. There's no slowing down, right? There's not going to be a. How could you foresee a dip into this? Like why? I guess here's the dip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's so much money locked up into DeFi. It's like, well, we're in a bull phase of the market, so I'm not gonna 8% gains is nothing compared to the 10 or 20% gains we're gonna see on a monthly basis.
That's right. We've even had like internal conversations about this. Like we received mana for winning competitions in the past and stuff like that. It was just sitting around in in a wallet somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey man, we should probably put some of this mana into some DeFi platforms. We're like, nah, dude.
We're like, nope.
Yeah, we made the right choice because like since we made that decision, like mana is almost 2x or something.
Yeah,
know?
that's crazy.
And I think a lot of people are seeing that because mana is not alone. Like the altcoins are getting a lot of shine right now.
Yeah,
a lot of shine. You know.
Yeah, mana. You're right. It 2x'd in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, there's good reason for it, right? There's a launch about to go down, and like we're about to talk about, like whenever we get into Decentraland, there's all kinds of markets spawning.
Yeah.
You know, shit that didn't really exist before. But yeah, you're right. Like people are gonna notice that, and they might start taking their money out of these DeFi platforms to start speculating, right?
That's the only reason why you would see a dip, and you know it's gonna dip, but is it really gonna change anything? Like not really. The
platform's still there.
The platform's still there, and the protocol will exist whether we put money in it or not.
But the interest rates should start like dipping, right? Like if Ethereum keeps going up,
it's true.
Like the collateral is getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Again, that incentivizes people to withdraw their funds, you know, and put it back into Ethereum and etc.
I agree. This
is a no-brainer escape.
It's what you were saying. The psychological barrier has been broken. Now, you know,
which
it
one?
Could be anything.
Oh, the billion?
The billion, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, ones and zeros, man. Once we break these ones and zeros, like it's off to the races from here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Bitcoin's not soaring as harder than it is. I mean, it's doing good. It's up 4%, but
10,100.
Yeah, I guess it's broke 10,000 before. Maybe it's yeah. So that's not a psychological barrier because it's already done that multiple times.
True.
But I thought maybe for some reason it would really pop off here.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse my hiccups.
So let's talk about this risk launches interoperability bridge between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what did you find out so far about this?
I think it's just we just talked about DeFi. So far, everything is Ethereum collateralized. It's like all these lending platforms. So, of course, Bitcoin wants to get in the game, right? People want to start. People want to start staking their Bitcoin. You know.
Oh hell yeah!
And I understand why. I mean, Bitcoin apparently is a more valuable asset than Ethereum. You know, based on market cap alone, I guess. So it's a stronger collateral. I wonder if they were going to require you. Like, you know, Ethereum is like 150%, right? Or something like that. You have to stake 150% of
collateral. Over collateralized, correct.
Yeah, over collateralize your Ethereum. I wonder if the same is going to apply to Bitcoin. We don't know yet because
Probably just because it's so, I guess, volatile. and they want to make sure that even in a downturn of like the price, that it's still enough to cover the loan in case you default.
True.
Because if you default, then they just take your collateral.
Yeah. So I guess what these guys are doing, or what they figured out, and what they're launching is a bridge between, because these are Ethereum smart contracts. I guess they're figuring out ways to wrap these Bitcoin tokens and minting a whole new token on the Ethereum smart platform.
So essentially they're wrapping Bitcoin, right? It's a wrapped Bitcoin. So so Bitcoin kind of functions very close to like an ERC20 token.
Yeah, I guess like all the value of Bitcoin is wrapped into this ERC20 token. They called it RRC20 tokens.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they have like they have a new protocol, or a new standard, I mean. Right there.
Oh yeah, RRC20 tokens. So it says, when a user transfers tokens, the bridge's smart contracts locks the original and mints a corresponding amount of new tokens on the other chain. Using the system, Ether-based tokens can be transformed into Risk's RRC20 tokens, which conversely can be turned into Ethereum ERC777 tokens.
And these are two whole new standards I've never heard of before today.
Yeah, I've never heard of these either.
Yeah, but this is all part of their protocol, I guess, to do this.
And this is interesting how they do this. Interoperability protocols make it easier for projects to operate on different blockchains. So decentralized apps can cater to a broader base of users who would otherwise remain siloed in closed networks. And projects can leverage specific characteristics of different blockchains simultaneously. I would expect this. So this is good.
Of course. Yeah, this is the thing Andreas talked about in our podcast, right? Though
multi-chain, one network, multi-chain,
something like that.
Yeah,
many chains, one
network,
something like that.
Yeah.
So this is all good stuff, man. This is only going to solidify DeFi even more. You have more options to collateralize. Come on, man. And this is just the beginning, man. We ourselves, we were talking earlier today about, which I guess isn't really out there yet, but we're thinking NFTs are eventually going to become no-brainer collateral.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Because this is actual,
And ultimately, what is this for? I mean, we're talking about 8% gains right now on DAI. And so this is for when you exit the market and you don't go into fiat. Instead, you go into DAI, or you go into some stable coin, and you get to stake that stable coin in these protocols that net you a 5 to 8% interest rate. And so when you're selling at the top at 120K Bitcoin, convert that to DAI, stake that into one of these smart contracts, and then live off the interest, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess it's a way for people like the idea, or like what we want to do, and a lot of people in the NFT space want to do, is create kind of like an ecosystem where people are earning NFTs, whatever, cryptocurrencies, like digital assets, basically digital wealth. But at the same time, with these DeFi platforms, these lending platforms, you could use this wealth you accrued through your online endeavors, whatever you want to call it. Say you're a Decentraland god, you're collecting all these valuable NFTs. All of a sudden, it's like you have a house.
Yeah.
As far as like net worth, they say you got $300,000 worth of NFTs, which people will have. If not, people probably already have that kind of NFT wealth. You just use that as your collateral to get DAI, and then you could just fiat out. You know?
That's true.
Why not?
That's true.
That's crazy shit. That's never been done. You're creating an online existence in a way, and that translates to the real world, possibly.
Yeah,
it goes back and forth.
And let us show you an example.
There you go.
So we're looking at OpenSea right now, this skull Mexican hat that can be worn in Decentraland as an NFT.
Yeah.
And we're looking at this wearable. There's only 10 of them, and this is the 5th one, and it sold for 15,000 mana.
Which, I mean, in today's price is like $750.
$750.
Which is insane.
$750 for a hat. A hat that you wear in Decentraland.
Yeah. I mean, there's cool stuff. Maddie, he has like a full decked out avatar now. You know, he has like a Tron outfit or something like that. I wonder how much money he spent on that. But, you know, the point is, dude,
So
this is crazy.
Yeah, this is so
15,000,
Alex.
that's a lot of money.
So Alex bid a month ago 2,500 mana, and he kept raising the price, and then once he said 15,000, it sold to Alex for 15,000.
I wonder why. I wonder if that just means like that's just the seller agreed at that price. He's like, okay, that's enough. I'll sell it to you.
Yeah.
He was just like making bids over time, maybe.
Yeah, it's like this one guy just like raising the price.
I didn't notice that until just now. I thought it was like multiple people making bids, but okay. Yes, Jay, I'm not 100. I've never myself. I haven't bought any NFTs yet, dude. I'm actually ashamed of that. I really need to start buying some of these, man. I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, I actually earned a couple of these NFTs. I just haven't gone to look at what I have. I know I don't have this one. Or maybe I don't.
Well, is that something like you could have found in Decentraland or what?
This is one of those things that you could find in Decentraland.
So like 10 people got lucky and found these. What?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, for sure.
Like during what event?
Yeah, remember the October event, the Halloween event?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can walk around and basically click on tombstones, and some tombstones would yield an NFT.
And just like randomly 10 people got like the super rare hat.
I think it's the first 10 people to click on a specific stone.
That's right. I remember some of them saying that. Like it was like first come, first serve type stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because then you would get like one of these other NFT tokens, like a wearable that's like, one of 10,000.
Dude, I slept on this so hard, dude.
Man, I was telling you, man.
You did, man. I was calling it dust, dude. I fucked up.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like
definitely not dust, dude.
These are NFTs, man. They're like,
I mean, you were saying because these are like Genesis NFTs in a way.
Yeah.
Like I remember I played a game called Maple Story.
What a loser.
Yeah, this is pre-WoW. This is before WoW. My first MMO. But I was in the beta of that game, and they gave out like bandanas with a little maple leaf on it.
You played that game as a beta tester?
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
I know, right?
What interested you in that game?
It was an MMO. I had a friend who just like was like, dude, you gotta try this out. I was like 13 or something at the time. And then I tried it out, and it's my first MMO. Obviously, MMOs are like naturally addictive as hell.
Yeah.
But the point is, I got like this bandana for being a beta participant that had this maple leaf. But in the future, it became like super valuable because I kept playing that game for like another year.
How valuable though? Like $100?
Well, see, there's no real world value to it. It's like
just like
in-game value. Like you could trade it for like another rare or expensive item within the game.
Is that game still alive or no?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I mean, apply that to dude. That's basically what's happening here. These are like beta NFTs.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You were right in your assumption, man. I don't know why I blew it off so hard.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like this is like your shit, dude.
But I know I was actually there, but I'm having difficulties with my wallet or something. Like my NFTs.
That's true. That's true.
I was there. You remember, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. This is like proof of concept, man. Like people are actually spending a lot of money on these things.
Dude, and probably $750 for something like this when there's only 10 of them. And like you can only get this in the beta. Like in the future, maybe a year from now, $1,500 easy.
Yeah, probably in the near future.
It's like 2x. Right?
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
I mean, yeah, I get it. It's, there's people out there willing to do that. I mean, these crypto kitties and stuff sold for like $100,000.
That's true.
But you can't do nothing with that. Well, apparently now you can. I saw a tweet earlier.
Oh yeah, like do I have it here? Oh, I don't have it.
Yeah, I saw a tweet that piqued my interest about these crypto kitties. There it is. Yeah, it looks like a wiener castle, but it's actually
It says more leaks from the CryptoKitties team. Seems like some sort of kitty land.
It looks like a Disneyland.
So it's like
rendition.
a concept. Yeah, we're looking at a concept image. It looks like it was painted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the aesthetic.
See the little cat ears on the top of the tower?
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
So I guess What are we left to assume from this?
Yeah, they're going to be building, I guess, a world sort of like Axis.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, which is a good idea because like Axie is you know, they're attempting, like, again, you read their white paper, they saw this CryptoKitty trend. They're like, hey man, people are spending a lot of money to own these things, but like, what can you do with them? So they built a game, you know.
Yeah, and you know, they're a business. They have to come up with like stuff to keep people engaged and spending more ETH.
Exactly.
Like this is how you do it. And they're like on their 9th gen CryptoKitty, if not more.
Yeah, they're about to hit like 2 million cats. That's a lot of cats, dude. You're gonna build like a whole world of cats. But
yeah,
and obviously like Metaverse is trending right now. We got like 3 of them launching on the same day here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Decentraland, Sandbox,
Cryptovoxels. I think even Somnium Space.
And it's all because of the date, right? It's like a sexy date. Like you're not gonna have this date ever.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming the majority of people are gonna go to Decentraland.
Yeah,
you know, but I don't know. Apparently, we got an interview lined up for the Sandbox.
Oh yeah. So the Sandbox, we're gonna be interviewing Sebastian from the Sandbox on the 18th.
Now that's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah,
because we're still glued into Decentraland. Do we need to like expand a little bit? I feel like just get to know the competitors. You know?
Yeah, and because we interviewed Ben Kelly, it actually brought us a little bit of business into MetaZone, and we happened to get a guy who's also in Decentraland buy a graffiti wall.
That's right. And so graffiti wall, like you said, it's like a little sleeper hit right now. We're getting a lot of inquiries for that.
The graffiti wall is like it is a hit.
Yeah.
I think just because of like its nature is like you can put anything you want. You can draw anything that you want in this graffiti wall.
Yeah, it's like truly interactive experience. Like you literally have an open canvas and it's art, man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that was one of our submissions for the interactive like game jam.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
we got an honorable mention.
we did get an honorable mention for that.
Yeah.
But we felt like that was like the epitome of interactivity.
I mean, yeah.
But I guess
it's not enough.
Judges didn't agree.
I think it's just too simple, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I that's one of my favorite metas, to be honest, because it's so dynamic.
Exactly. It could be anything.
Could be anything, yeah.
And I think people like that. So yeah, I think we've sold like 4 or 5 of them so far. So and that's just the beginning. I'm assuming like there's gonna be a bunch of these walls just spread out throughout Decentraland.
Yeah.
You know, just so people walking by have like something to interact with,
right?
Like leave their mark. It's like you're in a freaking bathroom at a bar. People just like scribble all over the place.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
People like to do that kind of stuff, like leave their mark in the world.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what we were trying to provide.
Yeah, and if you don't like that mark, whatever it may be,
if it says like MAGA.
Oh yeah,
you're like, dude, I gotta get rid of this.
Yang gang.
Yeah, you just yang.
Just yang it.
You yang all over it, dude.
So I'm looking at another tweet here by Brian Armstrong. He's the CEO of Coinbase, and once I read this tweet, I completely agreed. And he's sort of talking about how cryptocurrencies are going to model the change that messages went through from the 1800s. So let me go through this. So it says, so he starts out the tweet by saying, summarizing a recent conversation I had with friends comparing messages to payments and what happens when technology drives down the cost. So he says in the 1800s, people used to send maybe 1 letter a month. Then in the 1900s, telephones became available, and for $1 a minute, you could even call long distance to other countries, maybe a few times a month. With SMS at 20 cents.
Is that $1 in those times, or?
Yeah, well, maybe not in those times, but
yeah, because
roughly,
that's a lot of money, like early 1900s.
Yeah,
that's a shitload like of money.
$20,
something like that. Yeah.
But even then, I mean, if you could make those calls in the 1900s, $20, I mean, it's reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
So with SMS at 20 cents, people might send a few messages a day. Peak SMS globally was 20 billion messages a day.
Crazy.
So then WhatsApp, email, and many other messaging apps drove down the cost per message down to 0. And we saw a true explosion in messaging. Hundreds of billions of messages are now sent every day, and it's not uncommon for someone to send 40 messages in an hour. So if you told a person in the 1800s who sent a letter a month that people would one day send 40 messages in an hour, they'd probably think those people sound insane. So not only did the volume of messaging grow by orders of magnitude as costs came down, but it also unlocked all kinds of creativity and innovation. Think of the new message types we have now: memes, video calls, voice memos, reaction emojis, etc. And messaging also became borderless. No distinction like long-distance calls or international mail anymore. WhatsApp messages work wherever the person is in the world. Now, let's think about where we are with payments. The average American sends about 40 payments a month. They cost 2% every time you swipe your credit card, even if the merchant pays it. You're also paying it in the higher cost of the priced item. So, and then ACH takes 3 business days. So payments are local, they're not global. There are onerous exchange fees and transaction fees, and when you do long distance or international payments. So what will happen when the cost of payments falls to SMS levels? What about free? What will happen when all payments are inherently global? Just like messaging, we'll see several orders of magnitude more payments. It won't be uncommon for someone to do 40 transactions in an hour instead of in a month. But we'll also see many types of new transactions that would seem strange to us today. Every upvote on a website could be a transaction, an email you send with priority access, your self-driving car changing lanes, or the goods you exchange in the virtual world. When technology drives down cost, you get all kinds of new behavior and innovation that was never before possible. It also democratizes access and levels the playing field globally. Exciting times ahead for crypto and the open financial system.
Damn. He went deep.
Yeah. I really liked how, he equated cryptocurrency with messaging, which is almost the same thing, right? Making a payment is sort of like a message. You're messaging to each other is like, I will exchange, this amount of money for that good. It's a communication language. So yeah, I mean, once I read this, I was like, dude, this it really hits the spot.
So what are you thinking though? Like what?
I mean, in terms of grand scheme of things, you could see the progress of messages. So if you agree with his statement, then you can predict that, cryptocurrencies will be, doing 40 transactions on a daily basis, kind of like we send messages to each other. So whenever we like a tweet or a website, I mean, we're sending micropayments to this creator. Right, and that stuff is going to be common.
I mean, there's already tons of that being.
Yeah, it's being implemented right now.
Yeah,
even BAT. I can tip Brian Armstrong right now with BAT.
Yeah, but I mean, are people really gonna pay money to like content?
Well, that's the thing. You'll do that because
I can only see that if I said, if this closed loop digital economy that I envision is a reality, meaning people are earning cryptocurrency regularly, and so the idea of spending it to drive other people's content up is not some kind of radical idea.
Yeah, correct.
You know what I mean? Because it's you're earning and spending at the same time. You know what I mean? You're getting thumbs up on your Facebook, whatever the hell's your post, so you're getting money too.
Yeah, for sure.
You're getting microtransactions and stuff like that. Same thing how I think in Decentraland, people have to make money within Decentraland in order to spend it, right?
Agreed.
That's how you make digital economies work. It's not one-sided.
Correct.
Right now, if you think about it, I can't ever imagine a social networking website where it's you have a wallet. It's okay, now you got to deposit $100.
Yeah.
And you can't interact at all with our website unless you.
But you know why you think that way, right?
What?
It's because all these free apps like Twitter and Facebook, all that, they're taking our information.
True.
That's the trade-off.
100%.
And then they make millions off of the collective data, right? So that's the trade-off that, that's what you're gaining back in these decentralized applications like The Voice and all these applications that you do have to pay for every single like.
Yeah.
So So I think, I mean, it's going that way.
That's actually
messages.
When you start to think about it, like, yeah, it gets kind of like crazy.
Yeah.
When you like really extrapolate. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like you're already gonna have a MetaMask. There's no resistance in like the next application that you sign up to automatically taking payments for a like or a retweet or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to be too much of a stretch. And we're talking about micropayments. Like you might not even be spending $1 in a month liking things, right? But to the creator, when you're getting those micropayments,
like 1.6 thousand likes for this.
Yeah.
Like imagine that's a penny each. You made, oh God, 16 bucks. I think.
$16. So
I mean,
and this
it'll probably be more than a penny, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. That's cool. I mean, and that exists. That's like Steam it.
Yeah, $16 for a tweet. I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I 100% believe in that, and I think he's spot on. It's just a matter of getting people comfortable with that. That's the objective and the goal. So in order for that to happen, like these wallets have to become like mainstream.
Yeah.
That is like a big barrier is getting people familiar with these crypto wallets and stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? The market is encouraging anyway with all these hacks and Facebook and all that. So there'd be, but there's already a lot of people looking for alternatives.
True.
Like I hate using Facebook. I don't use it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's just, that's just the way it's going to be. Like it's not even like a huge barrier. Like the people who are willing to go through that little bit of friction are going to be the initial adopters, and then they're gonna preach the gospel of like, dude, this is way better than the old world technology, and they're gonna get their friends in. Their friends gonna be like, hey, like, how do I do this? And that's just the way it's gonna work. Just like how the internet works. You gotta like teach your friends and family how to access the internet and stuff like that. How to set up an email account. That's a struggle for a lot of people still. Yeah. You know what I mean? How to create like a profile and stuff.
Right.
These are little friction events that like if you want to on ramp onto the internet, you got to go through.
Right.
Same thing for crypto.
No, I totally agree. It's going to happen. I think there's a lot of applications already on its way to coming out that's how you support like the creators on that application.
True.
And so I'm
excited.
We're signing up to it, for example. I mean,
oh, dude, have you heard anything about Voice? When is that? That should be coming up soon, right?
Yeah, that's
February.
right. February, yeah.
Dude, it should be like
did you do the
No, I did it.
the questionnaire? You got to do it, man.
I'm probably not even in then.
Dude, you're missing out like you did with the tokens.
I missed out on everything, dude. Damn it. I don't know what it is. It's like something gets a little difficult. Like I was having problems with my wallet. I'm just like, F it, dude. I'm out.
Dude, you got to figure it out, man.
The same reason like in 2014 I couldn't like buy my crypto, so I was like, I'm out. And I missed out on like so much. That's my problem, dude. I don't have enough follow through.
Yeah. So this other event, I thought I'm always following like security related stuff, and I saw this exchange, and this exchange tweeted out on February 6th. It says, "Dear users, unfortunately, we have to notify you with the fact that our exchange was hacked during the night, and almost all funds from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others were stolen. A small part of the funds are safe on cold wallets."
Yikes. Yowzers, dude. That's rough.
It says, "We are now on analysis of the amount of loss and technical issues of the hack. We will come back soon after more details." And then the most relevant tweet. Oh,
come on. Come on, man. Yeah, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, is anyone... this is old news, man.
Yeah.
Exact. Centralized exchanges... Well, they're not done. It's just this is like a shit one. Like obviously doesn't have the proper security protocols. But dude, people obviously trust centralized. Like there's a
speed to it, first of all,
and there's like actual
convenience to it. And liquidity. So what we would say is if you're going to be trading, try to trade on exchanges that have like insurance.
Yeah, I think Bittrex just got like a $300 million insurance I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, it's basically a hack insurance.
Yeah, like if they have $300 million like in reserves, I guess insured. Like if they lose those funds, they can reimburse their users, and which is cool. Like
Yeah, it just
shit
brings,
like this happens, man.
Yeah, it just allows people to breathe easier if they're using your exchange.
Yeah,
But
obviously
the best way to secure your cryptocurrency is to keep them on a hardware wallet.
100%, 100%.
Not even your MetaMask.
Yeah.
Keep what put in MetaMask what you're going to use, not like to hold.
Yeah, I guess it's good to just emphasize this every now and then. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in this space, but still be safe. It's definitely not like we're not 100% there yet, where it's like everything is trustworthy.
Yeah.
We're working towards like a trustless ecosystem, but it's not there yet. So yeah, take your safety precautions.
All right.
Anyways,
now I'm going to where did I put this? Here we go.
So anyways, today is February 8th as we're recording this. The 20th is the day like everything goes down. Pretty much. We've been working like everybody has, because the launch date is getting closer and closer for Decentraland. And yeah, if you follow our podcast, this is like we've been in this for I think about 7-8 months now.
Yeah.
And it seems like every week, like it just gets crazier and crazier as far as like what we're coming up with, what we're working on, and like what the community is doing. This is what I like to see, man. Like I think that's where all value lies in any kind of like protocol or cryptocurrency, anything. It's just the value is a community. That's the value.
That's right.
That's how I feel personally. I don't know how you can quantify that. I don't think you can.
No, I don't think you can.
I mean, maybe you can. You literally just go through Discord groups and Telegram groups and stuff and see like how active they are and whatnot and come up with some kind of like metric. I don't know.
I mean, I guess one way to do it is to see how much activity is on like OpenSea, GitHub, and like all the traditional kind of like routes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
The theme.
Yeah, I still remember when it was like me, you, and Oscar here, and then we deployed the block runner for the first time. Dude, that's hilarious. Those are good times.
All right, so what we're doing is we're loading our scene in like a local database, I guess. So this is not currently in Decentraland right now. What we're looking at.
Yeah.
It's still loading, but
apparently I made like a happy little. I had like a Bob Ross moment, like a little happy little accident or something, by suggesting that we get rid of the grids for the floors and the ramps.
Yeah.
And apparently that had an effect on the the texture, like an overload of textures, I guess. So it's supposed to make this load faster, but it's still taking a little while.
Well, you know what? I've had a lot more success with loading this. When we're not recording a bunch of stuff right now.
That's right. We always
oh well, here we go. So now it's getting there.
So what's your experience like when you were not recording?
Dude, it is like as smooth as butter.
Yeah,
like completely smooth.
Yeah. See, I haven't been able to log in the last couple of days. There's been some login issues, but I can't wait to get in there. Dude, it looks so much better. Yeah. It looks like crisp.
It's a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
So we took away like all these like grid lines, and so now it's definitely much cleaner. Cleaner,
and it should load faster and like a more seamless experience overall.
And then you can see, I mean, you can't really see right now, but at the bottom of the screen is showing like the frame rates. And because we're looking at this at a 4K screen, I mean, the frame rate right now is like at 10.
Yeah.
So that's could be contributing to the problem.
Okay, see, you see like the it's nothing like this when you're just running alone, right?
No. When I'm running alone, it's at, 40, 50 frames per second.
Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, we can't provide that content because we're recording and stuff. So just imagine this thing is running smooth as eggs,
Smooth makes. Yeah, you see right there. It's like we're going 14 frames per second right now.
Okay.
And I shrunk the screen just to see if it gave me a better performance, and it's not really helping that much. So what we're doing is we're going to the very top.
Yeah, so floor 1's Block Runner, our first game. Floor 2, Pack Runner, our second game, and Game Jam, 5th place winner.
Yep. Yeah.
Third floor is our new entry.
Block Hole.
Block Hole. Well, not entry, but it's something
look at this.
We're working on.
It's an elevator that takes you to the top, and then...
Oh, dude, that's so dope, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Oscar's a G.
So now it says yellow, and we're supposed to get to a yellow.
Oh, dude, you already freaking lost, dude. You suck.
Yeah, so the idea of this game is you're taken to the top floor here, and then the walls around you change to a color. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run to the color that you're supposed to be on, right? Yellow.
Okay, so yellow.
So I made it. So now this counts as a point. So now I have to run around and wait for the color to show up, and then now it's purple, and I get on purple. And so you have 2 seconds to get onto your color. Yeah. And if you don't, you fail, and you miss your chance of getting on the leaderboard, which nets you mana. Green. Oh, I missed it.
Did you do that on purpose? Or
no,
you
I
actually
didn't.
Fucking whiffed?
I whiffed.
Dude, wow. Okay.
Because
I can't hop in here, can I?
Well, yeah. So you won't be able to.
I won't be with you.
You won't be with me.
Okay.
But
all right, yeah. I don't need to. I'll just watch. I'll play later. This is very well done, man. This is cool.
Shit.
Do you really suck at this though?
Yeah, and I think it's really because of the frame rate issue.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is.
Because man, when it was like smooth, it's like I'm here all day.
Yeah.
And so you can check out like all the tests that we made. So 5 was the all-time leader on this one. So it's pretty hard.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So daily leaders and all-time leaders. So it has the same mechanics, right? Daily and monthly. So we'll draw 10 people to play this monthly for a pot. Could be like tens of dollars.
It's kind of like whack-a-mole in a way. Instead of like a freaking little gopher popping out, it's just like you got to pick your right little location.
Exactly.
It's a test of reactions and like
Speed.
Awareness of your surroundings.
There's a bit of a strategy to it too.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like because you need to see like the floor. You need to see like the entire floor to find all the colors, right? So all the colors on the floor are changing.
Oh, I see.
So like let's just walk you through an example. So now we're going up, and I stand back, and I can see all the colors in this corner, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm waiting for the color to show up to tell me which one to stand on, and I can get to the yellow.
Oof, barely made that one.
And so now I stand back, wait for the color to show up again, and it's purple right here. Oh shit!
Dude,
I missed
you picked red, dude. What's it? You're colorblind, bro. You picked the total wrong. See, you're slipping, man.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Yeah. See, like I said, awareness, reaction time,
strategy.
There's definitely gonna like that corner strategy is a good strategy.
Yeah.
You know, even in the block runner, I was watching Maddie play it, and he just hopped on for like the first time. It looked like so he had no idea what he was doing, but he was definitely not playing it like peak strategy.
Right.
Every time he jumped, he got closer to the wall.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
In my experience, you want to like stay back a little bit so you give yourself a little bit more time to react to the wall.
Exactly.
You know, so there's some strategy there.
And the other attractive thing about this is that it's nice looking. I mean, you see all the colors. If you walk by this on a parcel, you're gonna stop.
Yeah,
and you're gonna look at what the hell's going on up there.
That's kind of like our whole aesthetic, man. It's like a combination of like a McDonald's play place,
yeah,
like a Dave and Buster's arcade arena, and like Tron and Ready Player One. It's all kinds of crazy shit.
Right.
That's how we want it, though, man. It's like wacky.
And most importantly, of course, you can get this on the MetaZone, deploy it on your own land, and make passive income.
Yeah, I really like this one. This is cool.
Yeah. So then the next one.
Oh, there's no music yet, right?
There's no music yet, but we're going to put it in there.
Yeah, we got to figure out a new song. I like how each floor has its own song.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I
like
that.
So now here's the other one. What do you think of this?
All right, see, this already looks like some kind of like psychological trick.
Yeah.
Like, remember in that movie Inception? It's
Yeah.
like, what's that? What do you say? Infinite staircase or something like that. It's exactly what that reminds me of.
Right. So this one is called Orb Jumper.
Yeah.
And so, all right, let's just jump into it because it's a lot harder to explain than it is to play. So jump in, collect that orb.
Oh, yeah.
And then
satisfying
it's up
sound.
there. So this one's definitely tough at 10 frames per second.
Damn, dude, you gotta be quick.
Yeah, dude. All right, so let's do this again. Okay, so the first one, it'll give you time to get the very first one, right? Because you don't want to lose, like, because right there, it's gonna disappear, and I didn't lose, right? So this one, I got, and second one. So these orbs are spawning randomly within this 3D volume of space, right?
Yeah.
And your job is to collect all the orbs that you see spawn within this.
Dude,
I missed
come
it.
on, man. You're almost there.
So you have 6 seconds. If you don't collect that orb within the 6 seconds, you lose.
Oh, 6 seconds? Okay.
And so, of course, this game is another one of those same mechanics, right? The pot mechanics.
Yeah.
So another one that earns you passive income. And all our games can fit within a single parcel because we're going to make the assumption that most people have at least one parcel, right?
Yeah, at most, like, a 2x2 is probably going to be, like, one, if single parcels and, like, 2x2. I think there's going to be very little people that have, like, estates bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like, I think mostly, like, whales will have, like, these bigger estates, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And another, like, nice feature is, so I already paid to play. So I can, like, it locks you in. As soon as you get the first orb, you know, the game locks you into this box, right? Watch, for example. So let me wait for that one, for the next one to spawn right here. And look how the wall just disappears. So you're locked into space until you get the next orb.
Or if you lose.
Or if you lose.
So, what, you can just walk out now?
Yeah,
You have to just walk out, right?
I can walk out.
Yeah. That's
So-
cool.
So these are the things that
I can't believe
you can't experience in real life.
Well,
Like
obviously,
you
right?
can't, yeah, obviously you can't do that. But those are the experiences you want to have in a game, right?
Yeah.
And imagine this in like VR. Like
That's
imagine
exactly what I was thinking about.
looking at this in virtual reality. It's going to be insane.
But how the hell would you? How do you move? I'm trying to. Like, how do
So you
how
would
do you
move with
play-
like a joystick.
Like a joystick, yeah.
Yeah,
Only thing you're different is like you're doing a lot of this, right? So you can actually find the orbs.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
then- Dude, yeah, that sounds cool.
So
Oof. Dude, this is great. This is better than I was anticipating.
Oh, really?
Dude, Oscar, you knocked it out of the park, dude.
And
You too, Willis. This is your idea, this game,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
These yeah.
Is
these
this how
games-
you envisioned it?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. No, this is exactly it.
I had no idea there was going to be like ramps and stuff in there. I thought it was literally just going to be like a box and it's like, there's one over there. We go run to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One over there. Like,
So
yeah.
we wanted to put the ramps on there so we covered the entire volume of the box.
Yeah.
Because if you don't put any like platforms or ramps,
And it adds, difficulty.
Yeah.
And it adds.
so one thing we can do is that platform that's hovering in the center of the box, we can just have it rotate.
Wait, what?
So let me go back.
Oh.
Let me go back down
Ooh,
and show you that.
interesting.
So we can have this platform in the center rotate so that there's a little bit more challenging. So this one right here, this can be a little bit more challenging if it's rotating.
What, the ramp?
Just a ramp here.
Shit. Yeah, it would actually.
And
Would it just like randomly like just start spinning and then stop on its own, just like random intervals?
maybe not random like spinning.
Because that would make it really freaking hard.
Yeah.
Like really freaking hard. I guess just like the one in the middle you said?
Yeah, just the one in the middle.
Yeah, that's cool enough. I
Yeah,
guess.
and if it just spins at a steady rate, I mean, it's attractive.
it's like a timing element to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's attractive from the sense that people are going to be walking by this parcel that's deployed on some random, plot of land,
Yeah.
and they're going to see like this thing spinning, and of course they're going to be wanting to like play it.
Well, it'll just be spinning even though like you didn't click to pay?
Yeah,
just be
it'll just spin. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it doesn't really cost anything to spin, so.
Yeah. But see, these orbs are still spawning even though you're not playing, right? But they
So
just spawn
I did
randomly.
pay, but they're still spawning regardless of whether you pay or not. So it's another reason to attract the eyeball.
Gotcha.
Right.
For sure. Oh God, see,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get it, right?
Yeah, that was too high.
So how would you get that one?
So
you'd have to run up the ramp and like just jump off, I guess. Like,
yeah.
So it was kind of like underneath the ramp.
It has a pretty large hitbox.
Okay.
So even though like you may not jump tall enough, you will still get it, right? So like really reach,
Let's put on them. Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah.
This looks tough.
It's tough only because we got 10 frames per second activated right now.
Yeah. As soon as we stop recording, I'm hopping on the sticks.
Yeah.
100%.
And what I can do is I'll probably record a gameplay.
Oh yeah.
And then just like post
it
over
up on YouTube.
Or post it up on YouTube, or just put it over our like dialogue right now.
Okay. Yeah. Why not?
So
you can see like a seamless looking.
Yeah, because I want to represent what Decentraland is and what we're doing properly. Because this is not like the accurate representation.
And let's not forget about these. Like we said earlier in our podcast, our graffiti walls are selling like hotcakes.
Oh yeah,
let's take a look at them.
Yeah, so these graffiti walls, like I said, you can pay the 10 mana to change whoever wrote El Chapo. Right?
Oh, I think it says El Barto.
Oh, El Chapo.
That's the Mexican coming out of you.
Yeah, that's what it was.
El Barto.
I wonder who that guy is. And
I think that was Frankie. I'm pretty sure.
Was it?
I
think maybe
so.
it was.
I think he posted that in our Discord.
Okay.
Who the hell made this Decentraland logo?
Oh, yeah.
That is clean.
This is beautiful.
Like, yeah, dude, this.
Like somebody like actually like clicked on each little square and colored this in.
Yeah, man, that's really good. Like this is legit art, man. Like this is pixel art. Like I like this. This is unique stuff. But this gave us an idea. Like, dude, some of this stuff is so good we don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
there's an idea of floating around to kind of like.
Yeah, it was from GTR Frost. I think that's his name. Mm-hmm. And
a Discord member. So if you guys want to contribute to the conversations we have and like, hop on the Discord for show.
Yeah. So he says like, well, what if you created every single time somebody makes, a graffiti wall, just turn it into an NFT.
Exactly.
That way, like it's pretty much stays forever, and then you have like this particular iteration of an NFT.
Yeah, and also have like some type of like scrollable menu. Like say you own this wall on your parcel.
Yeah.
And you don't, or you walk by it and you don't want to spend the time maybe, or you're just not a creative person. But you just want to scroll through a menu of already created NFT artwork through this graffiti wall. You could select your favorite one, or if there's like a prevalent message, like we said, like if there's a MAGA on there and you see like this badass Yang gang that's already been created, pay 10 mana to put that back up just to like stick it to the man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's
and what's like, cool is if you own that NFT, then potentially you could earn passive income because you made it, right?
True. Through MetaZone, it's a meta.
Yeah.
It's just like all this is going down through MetaZone. You're getting revenue share for that too.
Hell yeah.
And like, dude, I spent a lot of time on this Pikachu, man.
Look at this Pikachu.
that's my freaking greatest creation of all time.
Yeah, this is amazing, man.
I've literally never made anything cool my whole life. This is the first thing.
Yeah.
And I spent like I had the MetaZone app open and I had like my laptop like with the Pikachu image. I'm like over here like doing it.
Yeah.
Like that was not easy.
It's amazing, man. Like this is fantastic.
And see, someone's gonna come over here and like just dumpster all over it.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen, dude. I want it to be saved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. And you get to own like this art.
Yeah.
And if somebody posts it up for whatever reason, you get paid.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
But like, see, these are ideas that are just floating around.
Yeah, that's why it's important to join the Discord, because like this helps a lot.
Yeah, we get good gems from time to time from our Discorders. What do you call them? I mean,
block runners?
No. Whatever. They're just homies in our Discord.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, that's what we wanted from the get-go, dude. We wanted to build like a little community of like like-minded people.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Like I remember, like when you were starting this podcast, like, dude, how cool would that be? Like if we just build out like because like one of our inspirations was like, obviously Joe Rogan.
Yeah, for sure.
H3, other mainstream podcasters, and they all have like their own little communities, right, of people listening, and in H3's case, they pretty much all of his content it comes from his community.
That's right.
Like his Reddit community. They post like funny shit they find on the internet, and then he just reacts to it basically.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, he has such a big community. When the community wants like, The Rock to show up, or like they do all the legwork for that.
They
galvanize.
Like, yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah,
like they're out there like poking at these celebrities
that's
or
right.
whatever. Like go on the H3 podcast. Yeah. I think that's how Elon Musk ended up on Joe Rogan's podcast. Like,
yeah,
stuff like that.
And so, last part here is you're looking at this egg, and so the time is backwards because the particular instance that we're on and Decentraland, it's like a testing ground. Like that part is just like a little glitch in like this deployment, so don't pay attention to that. But remember, we deployed this egg roughly 6 months ago.
Yeah, for a whole different purpose.
For a completely different purpose, right?
Yeah.
But what's interesting is the arbitrary random time that we set 6 months ago was 7 days off from the launch of Decentraland.
Dang. Is that what you were talking about? We had like some kind of like prophetic like coincidence?
Yeah, because like once we deployed that egg 6 months ago, we're saying, hey, let's give ourselves, 6 months to like really think through this idea.
Yeah.
And it's been 6 months. And
yeah, we had an idea, I guess, 6 months ago related to this egg, and we were kind of like bouncing the idea around. And we gave ourselves, like you said, a 6 month window to
think through.
I guess like announce it,
Yeah.
with some type of launch of it. But yeah, we totally abandoned that.
Yeah, we did. At least for now.
But we have something bigger in the works. For sure.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
Yeah,
we have like different ideas.
So this I don't want to give too much, but this egg is going to play a role
in the launch, right?
In the launch, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, come by.
Yep.
Whenever the world opens up.
Yep, February 20th.
I mean, not just, dude, there's so much stuff to do here now,
Yeah,
man.
so last thing I want to do is I want to like jump off, and I want to see like what this whole tower looks like from a distance.
So the top layer is eventually going to become like our podcast studio, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Look at that
dude,
shit.
that's so cool, man.
Dude. Man, look at that. That looks like greatness.
I like it. El Barto, dude, that big ass freaking, that's crazy.
Yeah, let's go look at Pikachu. Dude, it feels like we're walking so slow.
It's the lag.
Yeah.
I think.
If you think about it, we're only seeing 10 frames.
Yeah.
So it's like slow motion, essentially.
Yeah. If you're wondering what that spinning pyramid of inverted pyramid is, that's one of our community members made it.
Yeah.
He found out about MetaZone and he's like, dude, this is a good idea. And then he's like, I want to make something.
Yeah, it's amazing because he made it. He uploaded it into MetaZone, and like the next day somebody bought it.
Exactly. Dude, this is like a no-brainer concept. Like everyone knows advertising is going to be huge in MetaZone.
Yeah.
So he created an advertising platform, which is like still there's so much more that can be expanded to it. Right. I think Oscar is going to make some changes. Like he's going to contribute something about like this external image thing. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're like, I guess like the images are constantly changing or something like that. Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, like you could pay to change an image to a different GIF that you like, or not a GIF, but a meme.
Like in-world.
In-world, yeah.
So it's basically like a graffiti wall, but with external shit.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to advert, but if you want, you could create like an advertisement externally.
Yeah.
Pay to upload it. How do you prevent people from like overwriting that ad?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, if you pay to like keep this ad up for a month or a week,
okay, some kind of like agreement.
You can't overwrite it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought it'd be like graffiti wall, like just anybody can overwrite.
Yeah, so we have to be careful with images because people can post like, bad content. And
true.
So we don't necessarily want to do that. So we'll figure out other ways. But man, like this whole tower started with just the block runner,
the little square.
Dang.
But this gives you an idea, like things that are possible.
Yeah, man, we're scratching the surface. I'm sure somebody else out there has like a grander, better idea than
Definitely
what we have here.
Yeah. But I'm excited, man, for real.
Yeah.
The closer we get to launch, like the more, it's actually going to happen, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like we hopped into this when we first hopped into this Decentraland. It was still just a concept at the time.
Yeah, we didn't even know. Like, what do you mean you walk around in this world?
Yeah, we found it on the podcast. It's unreal to see like the progress not only that we made in the last 7-8 months, but like the community.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. And then something we haven't even talked about: the freaking avatars could dance now.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah,
they could dance. They could fist bump. And assuming like there's like an infinite,
Yeah, eventually it's going to be like user created dance moves.
That's the thing it's puzzling my mind. Like, how the hell does this thing maintain? Like, once the developers, step away, and they create this DAO, then it's like up to the community to alter the how the avatars behave and stuff. Like, how the hell is that going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, this is all part of the experiment, That's what makes it so interesting.
So yeah, what we're gonna do for the launch is we're gonna either live stream or we're gonna see what happens, because we're not sure like how the gates open, if you will. Like, is it at midnight? I mean,
it's probably gonna be some weird ass time.
Yeah, it's gonna be
for us.
For us. Yeah, it'll be weird for us.
Yeah,
but that it just means it's gonna be early, I guess.
Probably
early for us.
Early for us, late for everybody else.
Yeah. So it could
I'm assuming. I don't know.
We could benefit from this. Like, in the sense that we're not like at 3 a.m. like playing a video game.
Dude, what do you mean? I do that like every day, dude. That's like a normal night for me. But we're definitely gonna. So we got next. I don't know when, but we're gonna get Oscar in here. We're just gonna talk about everything that he's been doing and just go over, I guess, everything.
That's true, man. Shout out to Oscar Corv. He's the guy that's slaving away building this stuff.
Exactly.
We're the idea guys. We're like the testers.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's he's the builder.
Exactly. So we got to get him on here, get his thoughts, and then after that, we're gonna get Sandbox before they launch too, get their ideas and shit. Remember, we're like missing the boat on Sandbox entirely.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's the thing, is like we're hoping to provide MetaZone services to other metaverses.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This whole metaverse is obviously like a theme or like a trend. CryptoKitties might make their own metaverse too now, and everyone seems to be adopting the same protocol, like land sale, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you own a piece of land and do whatever the fuck you want with it. The MetaZone has broad applications, basically.
It's becoming a business model for these decentralized games.
Yeah.
It's just another business model. NFTs is one business model, land.
Because it's like a brilliant like a way to incentivize like community building, I guess.
Not only that, to me it seems like the best use case for blockchain other than currency.
Yeah. True. For sure.
Yeah,
that's why we're attracted to it. And like, everyone's goal is to our goal in general, like even with this podcast, we wanted to attract like a mainstream audience, people who don't know about cryptocurrencies, and kind of like speak their language, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not sound too freaking like dry, like we're just like some straight brains, right? Just talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like a mainstream person might get turned away by that because it's a little intimidating. It's just like stuff that they can't relate to, and they're like, dude, these are just like nerds. This is not cool. So we wanted to provide like a different angle for the community. And I guess like blockchain gaming, I think, is like another good
it's like the best one of the best applications to blockchain.
And to attract like I'm saying, like outsiders.
Yeah,
bring them
for
in.
Sure.
That's basically what I'm saying.
That's their introduction to blockchain.
Exactly.
Is this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hopefully you enjoyed everything we talked about today. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, and stay tuned for our interview with Sandbox. And we should be talking to Oscar probably relatively soon.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely before the launch.
Yeah.
We're going to have, and then we'll probably live stream too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is like too crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a giant like clusterfuck, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think so.
And they're expecting 10,000 people to show up.
I thought it was 20.
No, well, at least 10,000. It could be 20.
10 sounds like a good number.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, though, dude. Holy.
Dude, we have to record it, and we're going to see everybody be jumping on all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah, we're like, I guess we got a lot of work to do ourselves. Like I said, we built the games now. Now we got to like maintain the leaderboard system and the reward.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of work to do for sure. Yeah,
I guess we're gonna create like a Twitter, like you said, a Twitter bot.
Yeah, Twitter bot for anyone who like reaches the leaderboard. They're just gonna tweet out
or like wins, right?
Or wins.
Like
yeah.
Daily leaders is like, hey, such and such won today.
Yep.
You won this amount, I guess, and then same thing for monthly.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, we need community outreach for these games too, like for everything. So we're gonna get cracking at that.
Yeah, and if you like what we're doing with Decentraland, make sure you go to metazone.io and check out the games that we have there. If you're interested in deploying some of this stuff, it's pretty easy. There's a couple of steps that you have to do, but it's relatively straightforward. And make sure you join our Discord. That's where all the conversations are had.
Definitely.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right, we're out. I'm going to start playing right away. All right.